What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Basement Project, and I'm here with the lovely Lee.
Hello.
Very talented artist, creative, dancer, poet from Mount Vernon, New York. So
Yes.
it's a pleasure to have you here today, and thank you for coming.
Yes, of course. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, so it's good to finally get to interview you, and being that I've seen your work firsthand and seen performances and just wanting to get to know more about the artistry and like where it all comes from. So
Yeah.
what is the earliest memory of yourself performing that you have?
Dang. Okay. So, my parents' house is always filled with music, like all different types of music. So, definitely I was the kid, the cousin, the niece, pulling the family together. We're having a show and I'm performing. So, that pretty much was that. It was always dance. From there, I started dancing at church, praise dancing. So, that was my first time, I guess, performing outside of family. But if you even want to call that performance, some do, some don't. After that, I started dancing at Dance Theater of Harlem in their school, in the community program, in the Saturday program. And we would have performances like a couple of times a year. From there, I started dancing in high school, running hip hop clubs. So,
Right,
then we
right.
were having performances also 2
The
and 3 times a
Upgrade You
year.
solo is still the
Okay.
best solo ever. Yo,
Yo, I'm weak.
the Beyonce Upgrade You solo, Ursulin, what year was that?
I don't know, but it was not. I promise you, it
Fire.
was probably not even it.
Fire.
Yeah, but those were my earliest memories of performing. Were definitely Dance Theater of Harlem, Ursuline showcases, and really doing things for my family and friends.
Right, right. And just looking at your progression as well, seeing how you started out doing community-based dance programs up until high school, and then now taking it into college, where you're pursuing a master's in dance. So you want to speak a little bit about that and what really inspired you to do so?
Yeah, so I chose to do my undergrad in dance as well,
Right.
because I was going to college and I was not about to go for something that I didn't want to do. And there really wasn't anything else I wanted to do other than dance. So I'm really fortunate that I had parents who were down with that, because a lot of folks' parents are not. Um, yeah, and then I was out of school for maybe like 5 years, and I am going into my second and last year of my master's.
Hallelujah.
Okay,
Don't be
it's been
angry.
a rough one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I chose to pursue my master's because I really wanted space and time to work on my artistry in a more interdisciplinary way. I'm also getting my graduate certificate in African and African American Studies. Um, I also write poetry. So just I needed like the time and space to really sit with my ideas and think about the direction that I wanted to go, because I was more so doing freelance work before, and I just wanted to deepen that practice.
Right, right. And definitely more opportunities will come that way, once you get that certificate in your hand.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Also, when I was an undergrad, you didn't need a master's in dance to teach in a university, and that's not really the case in a lot of universities now.
Wow.
You need a master's, which is a thing.
Yeah,
So
I mean, hey, just another piece of paper to say that
I did it.
I did this.
Okay,
You know what
I
mean?
did this.
And
Now
it's
let me get that check.
right, right, right. And it's definitely worth the time and effort, because you're also honing your craft at the same time. So
Yeah, it's been really helpful.
right.
It's been really helpful to be around a cohort of other artists who are like-minded in the fact that their work is all interdisciplinary, but it's really beautiful to see the different pathways that people go. And it's inspiring to be, with that collective artist through a 2-year program, watching each other's ideas change and shift and grow and evolve, and the art and the artistry change as well. It's dope.
Got you, got you.
Yeah.
But along with your dance, you also have been writing for a long time. And I've seen you do a few spoken word pieces, which have been beautiful. So,
Yeah.
explain some of the influences of poets, writers, or artists that have influenced you in your way that you write.
Yeah, the first poetry book that I got my hands on was my sister's copy of Rose That Grew from Concrete, Tupac.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I took that at a pretty young age. I still have it. She hasn't gotten it back. Yeah, so that was like the first poetry that I started really like heavily reading. Right now, I'm reading a lot of like Audre Lorde, James Baldwin, Gwendolyn Brooks, folks that are older, like more current poets. I really like Dana Smith, Jasmine Mans. Yeah, so I've been writing for a while, and it's just another way to storytell. Like dance is storytelling, poetry is storytelling, and that's really what I feel like I use the two mediums for.
Got you, got you. And since the pandemic as well, have you been working on any pieces that have been particularly important to you, or things that you, or a piece that has like been in the works for the time being?
Yeah, so right now I'm currently working on my thesis project for school. That's been pretty consuming, but outside of that, uh, I really took a little bit of a break. I've done, like, the
As you should.
pandemic allowed me to take a break because I feel like prior to that, I was really like ripping and running and applying for things and trying to get the work out. And it allowed me to slow down and think about the direction that I want to take my work in. And this next project, which I'm not going to like give
Right,
too
no,
much
that's fine.
about.
Shh, don't tell nobody. Who knows?
Right. I think it's just allowing me to focus on storytelling and focus on how I want to use other people's stories and use my own stories and experiences in the world. You know, like, what do I really want my art to do? You know, I've been able to really think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's good. And definitely want to thank you for coming through. And we about to get into this performance.
Okay.
Here's some of these spoken word pieces. Here's some of these words.
Yes.
It's good.
Sacred circle of overlapping events reminding us we kinfolk pass down traditions of skinfolk. Sun-kissed and greased up or bruised, warmth has always eased our wounds. This is joy you leap into, something surrounding and repetitive. It is grounding and groundbreaking and communal. It's that we gon' be alright. This is sacred. May galaxies bless your every link up and God be with your every move. The cookout is powerful. Sweat beads roll off the beats and sun-kissed bliss blooming light. A space as a result of contrast, meaning our blues where love is ingrained and passed down through pain. Here's to shouting in the sunlight. Spending all this time praying to skies and dancing to the moon in concrete jungles or grass-made temples. Ow! Holy water spouts from fountains as we bask in the ceremonies of summer. Congregations where spirit meets soul and black boy joy is eminent. Spaces to be seen and saw and sought after, never swallowed, to feel solid and visible and free. How we do, taking light from sunrise to midnight moon because we are profoundly beautiful. This is laughter rumbling through the streets and taking our space in the light. The cookout is mesmerizing, monumental, and beautiful. It is sacred space cultivated for our rest, our joy, our healing, joyful healing, a space unable to be taken or sold or burned or made martyr or gentrified. It is prideful, permanent, precious. Most importantly, it is uniquely